Okay, so let's see. I've honestly forgot again. Why do I take these day or 2 day long breaks? I've forgotten where we were going. I believe we were going to look for Riddle's room. Let's see. Turning right heads back to the. Let's go back to the atrium. I think that's where the fishes were, maybe. After heading down the dark, dingy passageway for a while, eventually I start to smell the pungent odor of dead fish. It gives me the hiccups. We return to the atrium. Ahead of us, we see another archway which will take us back to an upward staircase, and eventually Lynx's and Redelle's quarters. Okay. I don't think we have too far to go then. I'd forgotten, honestly, that it was pretty much straight ahead. We come to a branch after a ways. To our right, goes up. I guess head down the passageway. We proceeded through the dark passageway. Before long, we're greeted with a beautifully ornate set of doors on the right, where I have a feeling something bad is going to happen. This is Redelle's room. So, let's go in. What's the worst that could happen, right? We come to a comfortably decorated room, small trinkets and yada yada all over the place. So far, it doesn't look like anything has changed. Is someone there? I instantly hide behind the door, trying to figure out where that voice came from. It sounded like a girl, but it wasn't Kid. It's Lynx's adopted daughter, Redelle. It has to be her. Odd. I could have sworn I heard someone come in, she says. Apparently, she hasn't seen us yet. What do we do? I keep myself hidden behind the door. Suddenly, Kid bolts out from behind a chair. She silently comes up behind Redelle, putting a knife to her throat. We've come for the frozen flame. Where is it? Kid yells in a low, strict voice. Kid, there's no need to be like that, I say, trying to calm her down. Quiet, Sage. Redelle giggles at the two of us. What's so funny? Kid says in a tight tone. Oh, come on. You can't be thieves. You're far too noisy. I wouldn't be saying such things if I was you. Well then, go ahead and cut me. At that moment, I picture in my head Redelle collapsing with a blue face, smeared in blood. Kid, look at her. She's not going to hurt us. Damn it. All right. Still, don't think I'm not keeping an eye on you. The feeling is mutual, Redelle says. Don't worry. We're not your enemies. We're not after your power, I say to Redelle, trying to keep cool. We've just come to talk. If there's anything you could tell us about the frozen flame, or perhaps the Acacia Dragoons. Hearing these words, a somber look comes over Redelle's face. After a moment, she begins to speak. The frozen flame. It was kept in a kingdom to the north for centuries, legend has it. With its subtle, mysterious power, it allegedly could guide people and change history, all the while somehow remaining elusive to those who sought it, or so I have heard. At the time of that kingdom's downfall, it was seized from its resting place, passed from hand to hand. Finally, it came into the possession of my father, General Viper. Lynx approached my father as a friend years ago. Blindly trusting him, my father was taken advantage of by Lynx, unable to realize his true intentions. And so, on that fateful day, struck down by his alleged friend, my father was robbed and left for dead. Averting her eyes, Redelle buries her face in her hands. I didn't know. I didn't know Lynx was behind all this at the time he took me into custody. I was just a child. That cursed rock. I don't know anything about it, and I don't want to. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I want nothing more than to see this all come to an end, she says with tears in her eyes. I'm taken aback hearing these words. Suddenly, McGill comes forward to speak. Do you know of the old man who currently is locked away in the catacombs? That traitor! Because of him, my father, my dear Zorander. Please, miss. Turning her back on us, Redelle pauses. After a moment, she turns around, letting out a deep sigh. Yes, I know the man of whom you speak. He is an Acacia Dragoon, is he not? McGill asks. He was, before he spent countless days and nights locked up in the torture chamber, losing his mind as well as his identity in the process. I remember the day they removed him from that dreadful room, beaten within an inch of his life. The torture chamber you speak of. It is the room upstairs with the trap ceiling, correct? Redelle nods silently. Perhaps we may find a clue to his past there, says McGill. I'd hoped it wouldn't come to this. If you must search that room, be sure you have the Einlanzer with you before you do. Aye, what? Kid asks. It is a holy white sword, created long ago by ancient sages along with its demonic brother, the Mossum Moon. It was the Acacia Dragoon's most prized weapon. It once glided through the air in Zorander's hand, shimmering like a star. Now, however, the Dragoons are all but extinct, and the sword has been stored somewhere in this mansion, as though it was some sort of trivial memento. It is much more than a common sword, though. Shielded by its magical enchantment, its bearer will be protected against many forms of evil. Thinking of those memories of days long gone, again Redelle hangs her head in sadness. I wish I could be of more help to you. I apologize. No, that was plenty, Kid says, heading out of the room. But I wish I was more powerful, like you people, Redelle says, biting her lip. Stopping in the doorway, Kid looks over her shoulder. Strength didn't get us here. Power comes from believing in yourself. I see. I wish you luck. As she heads out of the room, Kid mutters, "Hope it ain't bad luck." I don't think it would be. So the Einlanzer. We don't have that yet. Oh boy, let's see. So, I guess I need to go back down and then take all rights. And continue exploring this part of the dungeon. Or that part of the dungeon anyways. Also, I've hooked up a fast forward button that I may use. I don't know yet. Let's see, enter the archway. Just to kind of speed up the loading of some of this text that we've seen a dozen times now. From across the way, we can see another archway leading off into the distance. Yeah, just keep going on. Just glad we don't have to worry about drowning or being chewed into Swiss cheese. Having crossed through the atrium, eventually come to a split. Okay, we've already been to the left. Take the right to the staircase. There may have been some areas over here we haven't explored. After a little ways we come to a descending staircase. We'll continue on down it. We slowly walk down the stairs, taking us deep below. The endless abyss beckons us with the darkness. Once we reach the bottom, we come to another split. We can go left or right. So I've already been down here. I thought that what is going on? Coming to the top, we're faced with a dimly lit corridor. Head down it, quietly masking our steps. Probably going to be ambushed soon. I could have swore that the armory and the kitchen were all the way to the left. If we turn left, we'll go back to the atrium. If we head straight... Okay, to the catacombs then. There's no way I've explored all of this, because if I have, I am completely lost. After a bit of walking, we come to an old-looking door with a brass handle. No matter how many times I return here, I don't think I'll ever get more used to this place. I guess let's go in again. There might be something around here. That's right, this is where the dragoon is. You know, it's possible the sword is all the way up in the vault. Maybe if we check out the vault again. I just don't know where else it could be. Cold iron bars stretch on in front of us endlessly. 1, 2... Yeah. Hey, old-timer. Still caught up in a maze of his thoughts, mumbling to himself in the dark. Yeah. We'll find some way to help him. Okay, so I thought that this place was larger down here than it is. Unless I am missing something. Because the kitchen was a dead end, the armory was a dead end. So... I guess let's go back out to the atrium. Maybe try to go back out to the vault. Yeah, more dead fish. Just waiting for the fish to rot away and merge together into some type of evil skeleton boss monster. Piranha skeletons. Yeah, let's go. I could check out Lynx's room. At the same time, let's go get lost somewhere. Take the stairs, head down the passageway. Take the stairs. I follow Kit up the narrow set of stairs, hoping not to lose my balance. We ascend the staircase, one stair at a time. 3 directions. To the left is the dark corridor, to the right leads out to the terrace. I don't think we need to go to the ballroom yet. I don't think we want to go to the study either. No, let's go. I'm going to try to find my way to the vault room first. After continuing on through the passage for a while, the terrace comes into view on the right. That fresh air hits my lungs once more, and I feel rejuvenated and somewhat more at peace. And just continue on. We make our way down the dimly lit passageway one more time. An old, dusty door stops in front of us. Yeah, the clock tower storeroom. Okay, I guess just keep going down the hallway. This is the torture room, right? And a firm-looking set of doors on the left. Actually, what is this room then? Let's check it out. The treasure can wait. We must first find... Oh, yeah. Well, I know that. But what about the... Come on, guys, what about the sword? Somebody has to Somebody has to know about the sword. Okay, to the staircase. Guess we could... It's probably all the way back in Lynx's room. With Kid in the lead. Or, you know, we could go all the way back down to the our goblin friend and ask him. I'd forgot about him. I nearly slip and fall on one of the damp stairs. Bracing myself against the cold walls, I keep on climbing. I come to the old, stoic-looking door, waiting for us silently at the top of the staircase. Yeah, okay. There's no way I'm going in there, Kid says, turning back. Yeah, I'm not going to go in there, so... I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. Let's see. Proceed to the terrace, yes. The terrace lies ahead. I say we could swing by the study real quick, too. See if there's anything we've missed in there. Maybe there'll be a book that tells us. Ballroom. Let's go to the study. Just in case. I still don't think we need to go to the ballroom. We head down the path. After a while, it ends at a stained wooden door. This is the study, I'm pretty sure. That door needs oiled. We've seen enough here, says McGill. Let's search somewhere else. We leave the room, heading back through the corridor. Okay. We leave the study, retracing our steps through the dark passageway. Finally, it comes back to the three-way branch. And I'm pretty sure I know where we need to go now. Okay, one on the left, take us head towards this terrace here. I'm pretty sure. And we're going to go back to our goblin buddy. Yeah. Continue on. No reason to go out to the terrace. Wait, did I just get lost? Clock tower. Oh, dang it, I did. Okay, back out to the terrace. Proceed through the hallway. Maybe I shouldn't have started fast-forwarding it. 3 directions. Descending. I think that's where we want to go. Take the stairs, yeah. Oh, there we go. Those lovely grimy walls that I've just about wore finger tracks in, carving a path through the slimy, grimy moss. Huge stone archway. Back to the archway, I guess. I hear that water even more than before. From across the way, maybe I'm just worried about nothing. Sound like that fountain was bubbling over just a little bit more violently than before, but I might just be getting paranoid about this place. Not going to the catacombs, because we know what's there, just the old man sobbing. So, to the right path we go. Down this passageway, all we can do is go on ahead. And once again, the silent abyss greets us, where the only thing we can hear are each other's heartbeats. Let's avoid the kitchen for now. Surely our tea partner here, he probably has the sword in the armory, actually. Yep, armory. We'll tell him about Redelle. Actually, that's why I was going to see Redelle anyways. It was for him too, wasn't it? Ah, welcome back, Esmeralda says. Have you any more interesting stories? Well, young master, allow me to humbly depart some age-old wisdom. How is it that one can have any experiences to talk about whatsoever if he simply sits around all day telling stories? Esmeralda asks playfully. We leave the room, puzzled. Dang it. Come on, I've got some stories to tell. As we continue through the passageway, everything's going normal until... Suddenly something drops onto my hood. Oh no. Another cold, slimy, disgusting leeches. Again. Well, I'm lost. Huh. It's hopeless. Yeah. They're everywhere. We've got to turn around. However, there's a mass of them that makes the hallway look as though it's strangling itself, constricting, as it grows nearer and nearer. Make a run for it. I don't think tiptoeing will work again. I can't stand it. You're going to have to do a full body check after this. So leeches continue to rain onto us, wiggling their way down our shirts, sucking our blood with their tiny teeth. We run as quickly as we can. And I slip, of course. And then Kid knees me in the face, almost knocking my lights out. We're knee and neck deep in the leeches as they swarm over us, trying to pull us down to the ground and hold us there. Two of them bite my tongue. I chomp them in half and spit them out. Then they all begin pulling back, jumping off of us, gathering into some sort of strange mass down the hall. The last few leeches scream as they're absorbed into the mass. And it's one of these things. They aim straight for me. Let's duck. I instantly duck down low. Alright, the scythe only manages to cut through my shirt. But still, that was too close. Hey, Stubby, you call that a scythe? Kid yells. Come on, Kid. It looks disturbed enough already. I'm gonna size it up again. The demon stands there with its long tongue waving in the air, beckoning us to try and attack it. Beside me, McGill has finished chanting a spell. As he extends his arm, a furious streak of fire shoots out from his fingertips, illuminating the hallway and smashing into the demon. That sickly stench of burnt flesh once again assaults our nostrils. Despite the stench and its cries of agony, the demon starts to mutter something in a low, controlled tone. Let's rush it. This worked last time, I think. Come on, let's get him, I shout, already sprinting towards the vile demon. Kid comes running behind me at full speed, hard on my heels. The demon swings its scythe at me. Just as I approach, I try to stop, but it nicks my cheek. In a daze, I rub the blood off, slinging some to the ground. And then Kid kicks it as hard as she can right in the throat. It gags and coughs as it falls to the floor. Ha! How'd you like some of that, eh? The demon continues to cough up dark blue blood as it collapses. Kid, I say remorsefully, taunting the creature. This thing's no match for us. I mean, look at it. It's pint-sized. We gaze down at the creature. What should we do? Apparently, we don't get a choice. The demon starts to write something on the ground with its own blood. Maybe a will? Maybe a joke? And of course, it electrifies the room or something. A shock of lightning pops out. Kid looks at me and then crushes its skull into the ground. It twitches a few times and then stops. Kid scuffs out the symbol with her boot. It was him or us, mate. That it was. Whew. You okay, mate? Yeah, I'm not bad. Got some bruises here and there, and I got another scar on my cheek, but I think I'll be fine. Aw, are you kidding? I kicked that thing's arse so bad, it didn't even have time to say its prayers. Yeah, we did pretty good back there, didn't we? You got a thing or two to learn, but you're getting there, mate. Kid's mischievous eyes sparkle as I glance at her for a moment in the dim moonlight. I set off down the corridor with her, ready for what's next. So far we haven't bumped into any of the situations that I bumped into originally. Whenever I first did like that quick test, there were 2 instances real quick that were almost Fabio rated. Let's see, this passage also continues on ahead. I guess let's check the kitchen. Somewhere, someone or something has to know. I may just have to save it for the next video. Hey, I smell home cooking. Maybe Kid can get a bite to eat. We return to the kitchenette. The rat and its cage are gone. The stew is also nowhere to be found. We leave the kitchen wary of whoever else that could have been here. Heading out of the kitchen, we head back down to the passageway. Well, I'm running out of rooms to explore here. Okay, let's see, go up the stairs. We're not going to the armory, so up the stairs we go. Yep. Passage branch. There's nothing in the catacombs, so to the atrium we go. Wonderful. We return. We could check Lynx's room. I guess that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, continue to head down the passageway. Keep on going. Keep on trucking here. Lynx's quarters. Oh man, I can feel Kid's blood boiling from here. Let's go in. The sword has to be in here. If it's not, I don't know where else we could go. I cast our eyes around the room. That's as still as death. McGill puts his hand on my shoulder. Surge. I turn around and silently leave the room, letting Venus rest in peace. Are you joking me? So where I go, game? Eager to shake the feeling of dread. Kids come to a complete stop again. Oh man, another fight. Clunk, clunk, clunk. I nervously unsheath my knife. It's a skeleton. What do we do? Attack it. I shout out, fearlessly dashing towards the skeleton. As soon as I come within attacking range, the skeleton immediately swings its huge sword down at me. It skims my other cheek. Ah, I cry, leaping to the side in haste. Wow, way to dodge, mate, Kid shouts from beside me. The skeleton takes a step forward with its sword in hand. Just as McGill begins to move in on it, it raises its arm overhead. Staring at him with a strange look in its eyes, McGill suddenly stops dead in his tracks. McGill! Snap out of it! I shout, but his eyes are totally glazed over, completely unaware of the situation. Let's attack the skeleton. I start to bolt towards the gruesome creature. Avoiding a deadly slash by its rusty sword, I aim a kick for the skeleton's midsection. And with that, the skeleton breaks in two, toppling down to the ground as I carefully back away. As the skull hits the ground, it shatters into countless pieces. Yes! What was up with you back there? Kid shouts at McGill, her eyes firmly planted on him. Snap out of it already. McGill blinks a few times, dazed. He seems to be all right for now. Kneeling down, I rest for a minute to tend to my wounds. Aye, no whining. You're not that bad, mate. I've seen worse hangovers than how you look right now. I wish I had her determination. After I finish applying my bandages, I get up, hoping I'll be okay. I can't start to give up now. But boy, these cuts are really starting to hurt. Not bad, Sag. Not bad at all, Kid says, catching my eye. A few moments pass, and she's still staring at me, smiling. Oh man, what do I do? Once again, I'm speechless. I look away after a nervous moment, but full of glee once more, energized and ready for whatever the world's gonna throw at us. And with that, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. Completely lost. I think the only room we can really go to is the ballroom. Yeah, 'cause I honestly don't know what other rooms are left. So whenever we come back, we make our way to the ballroom. Hopefully less blind fumbling around here.